Shalom, shalom. This is brother Kapaya Ayash coming back with a little lesson about our people. If we come back and stay within our power by keeping these laws and commandments, because the Heavenly Father is with you, especially you have a faith and His Son. By you having faith in His Son, you have faith in the Father as well, because you have to, in order to get to the Father, you got to get to the Son. So by us keeping the faith in Yahawah and keeping the laws and commandments, the other nations know that the Heavenly Father is going to always be with us. But if we do away and not do away with the laws and commandments and not having the faith in Yahawah, then they know that the Heavenly Father is not with us. And the heathen nation, Esau, Edom as well, they know that the Heavenly Father is for the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American people, the so-called the Israelites. So I'm just going to read Judah 20 and 21. This is just a quick little lesson before I go to work. So we're going to start Judah 5 and 20. Now, therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people, any sin, any of our people that go and do, wicked stuff, treating their brothers wrong, treating a woman wrong, the woman being disobedient to her husband, not being submissive, not being a virtuous woman, stealing and killing, from your own people, going along with Esau and his way, voting, and their sin and they sin against their power. Let us consider that this shall be their ruin. The heathen nation know if we put these people in sin, get them to go along with the heathen nation as well as Esau, because Esau running this world, to go along with Esau, and commit all types of abominable wickedness, and continue it, and not ask the Heavenly Father for forgiveness and not change. They know that the Heavenly Father is not with these people. And let us go up, and we shall overcome them. When we went into slavery and all of those 7 captivities, the Heavenly Father had the heathen nation right along with Esau, Edom to overcome us, because the power of Yahawah Bashim Hashai wasn't there. Verse 21. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, no sin, we all come back to the time of Moses, before we went across before we crossed over the Red Sea into the wilderness, when we was in Egypt, and the Heavenly Father was protecting us from the Egyptian during the time of all those plagues that He was putting on Egyptians. The Israelites, we were being protected. When they was in darkness, we had light. When they was suffering, we was rejoicing. When their cattle was dying, their children was dying, our cattle, our children, and our people were still doing good. And then on top of that, good Lord blessed the children of Israel. Right before they left, the Egyptian gave all what they had to them to get them out of there. So I'm going to read that again. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their power be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world. So be a reproach before all the world will know that the Israelites conquered their enemy, destroyed their city, destroyed their cattle, did away with their men and their family, their children. Did they just did away with all of them, deleted all of them, and the children of Israel was um, they was what's the word I'm looking for? They were triumphant over those cities or those countries that either had us in captivity and we get a little blessed to get out of it, or during the time when we was in our rest during the time of King Solomon, you know that we conquered and destroyed them other nations that tried to rule over us. Well, that's all I wanted to throw in. This is Judith 5 and 20 and 21. Just a little small little breakdown before I go to work. All right. Well, I hope this here was edifying. See you on the next lesson. Shalom.